And we're back for another St. Louis 7, this time not following an episode with Overtime with Oliver, but just straight up St. Louis 7. And our guest this afternoon is co-founder of IKAGG, Chris Lay. Chris, how you doing, man?
Good, David. Thanks for having me, man.
So I'm a member of IKAGG. I endorse it. I think it is worthwhile, especially in these times where it's kind of hard to get outside.
Yeah. It is hard to connect, but we seem to be doing a pretty good job of keeping everybody together and building some deep relationships. So, yeah, we love it.
And if people were to want to know about IKAGG, what would you tell them?
Yeah, IKAGG stands for I Know a Guy/Gal. We have a Facebook page with a little over 11,000 members of the Facebook group who are asking for and receiving different referrals and recommendations for things around their home, their jobs, their lifestyle. And then within that, we have IKAGG Connect, which is our weekly networking group. We have 9 different locations in the St. Louis area and one in Wilmington, North Carolina. We're continuing to expand, and Wilmington was the first spot where we tested the concept outside of St. Louis, and it's going swimmingly well. We're very excited. We've got at least one other North Carolina location coming online very soon, and we're looking at other cities to expand into as we speak. And it's just about bringing business owners and business people together so that they can build relationships, that they can work with each other and grow and collaborate. And of course, give first and give often is one of our strong mottos. We're all about giving to each other and giving to our communities and helping each other out. So we love it. It's a great, very tight-knit community of business people who are not only growing their business through networking, but growing their relationships.
And your wife, Deanna, is very involved?
She is very involved. As a matter of fact, the whole, the original IKAGG page was Deanna's brainchild, her baby. And from that, we started in February of 2018 with the Facebook group. And by October, we had moved into having the in-person networking groups called IKAGG Connect.
Excellent. All right, well, let's do St. Louis 7, man. You ready?
I'm ready, man.
All right, question number 1. It always starts with this. Where'd you go to high school, and what do you remember?
I went to Rosary High School in Spanish Lake, Missouri. What do I remember? It was a great education and a great group of people, and I really enjoyed having the camaraderie and the closeness that we had at Rosary High School. Really enjoyed my education there.
Did you play soccer there?
I did not play soccer. I was one of the very few Catholic kids who has 2 left feet. No, I played football, and I was very involved in the theater there.
How did Chris propose to Deanna?
How did Chris propose to Deanna? Well, very cliche. I proposed to her on Valentine's Day at dinner.
How?
I had the waiter deliver her ring to her.
There you go.
But I being very traditional. I did ask for her hand in marriage from her father first. And
that went well, I'm guessing.
It went pretty well, other than the fact that he offered her $10,000 not to marry me.
When you go to what's the pizza place you like up in North County?
I like Peroni's.
Peroni's. What's your favorite pie at Peroni's?
See, now I am a everything pizza guy. You can put everything on a pizza for me, but if you're just going to make it just for Chris, the way I really like it, I like a lot of mushrooms, I like onions, and I like hamburger. I know it sounds pretty blah to most people, but it's delicious to me. And then I cover it in red pepper, hot peppers. Oh, yeah.
When you're driving around town and you entertain 10 stop signs, how many do you roll?
Okay, you're going to hate this about me, St. Louisans. I don't roll stop signs.
Oh.
I stop stop signs. I am not a traditional St. Louisan in that case.
Did you have a favorite concert?
White border? Yeah, just because it's got a white border doesn't mean it's optional, right?
Did you ever have a favorite concert at Mississippi Nights?
Favorite concert at Mississippi Nights? Yes. The Smithereens.
Oh.
So the Smithereens at Mississippi Nights, and it was an amazing show.
When people come and visit, where do you take them?
I do know the city pretty well. I always want to try and get people to go to the zoo because we have, obviously the #1 free zoo attraction in the world. And we beat San Diego again this year for being the #1 zoo in the United States. So I want to make sure that I take them there. But I also like to take people to the different different personality areas that we have, like the Loop, or take them over to Kirkwood, or you know, because each of our little cities has its own personality. So I like to kind of bounce people around so they can see that different vibe that we have in all these areas.
So again, we're talking with Chris Lay, co-founder of IKAGG, I Know a Guy or a Girl. Great social networking opportunity. And if nothing else, go check it out on Facebook and see if maybe there's something we haven't talked about that might spur their interest. Last question. Why are you proud to be a St. Louisan?
I'm proud to be a St. Louisan because when I think of St. Louis, I think of family. You know, St. Louis, I say it all the time, it's a big, small town, but a lot of us are connected in great ways. We get to know each other. We get to share. I think that this city has a lot of opportunity for growth, but it has an incredible history of growing. So I love St. Louis. It's a great town.
Appreciate the time, man. Be good.
David, thank you, brother. It was great. I'll talk to you soon.